Something else that you thoroughly enjoyed on Raw yesterday, and it was a video package featuring a new character called El Grande Americano.
Oh, I love that. Love that. Here he comes, the Grande Americano. And he's got to be a heel because he'd be great. Or he might be the heel that you dislike because there's nothing to dislike about him. And I think he will be liked because, you know, that MAGA crowd that they call that follows Trump, I think he'll be they'll love him, and I think you might find some of the crowds are kind of split on him. But if he's kind of a likable character and he's doing all that lucha libre stuff, I think he'll get over. But I like the name already, Lucha Americano.
Well,
Is that what
no,
is
it
it?
wasn't.
Lucha?
His name was El Grande.
Oh, El Grande Americano. Okay, I've been hit on the head a couple of 100,000 times, so I can forget
El
names.
Lucha Americano can be his brother. We need to get a brother
Yeah,
for Chad
yeah.
Gable. Anyway, it's obviously
Yep.
it's Chad Gable anyway. We'll talk about the mask thing in a second, but he wrestled as El Grande Americano against Dragon Lee. He won. It was a very good match as well. Took off Dragon Lee's mask and then he won via the ankle lock. Well, obviously he was trying to cover his face. Now, apparently, I don't know if it's like a Mexican publication or something like that, but apparently someone's actually quite upset with the vignettes, the debut hype promotional video that was played on Raw, because they think it's WWE making fun of lucha libre culture, which is, more near and dear to Mexico's heart than sort of American wrestling is to Americans' heart, I guess. But I didn't see it even remotely like that, because it's obviously just a parody and a bit of fun.
Well, if they get response like that and they're saying, well, the WWE is doing this, well, it just makes me want to watch it. I mean, if they can get that response like that, hey, when Zeb Colter first became a reality, here come the mail or the emails or the whatever saying they didn't like it, and the but the thing was that the people were watching and they were paying attention. And Zeb Coulter, he didn't have like a huge reaction, but I did have a bigger reaction than they expected. So, because we're talking about current politics, El Grande Americano, and like the Gulf of America, I think the people are going to relate that to Trump somehow. And now you get not just the wrestling fans talking about it. You can have Fox News talking about it and CNN talking about it and all these, online publications talking about it. And that's all they want. That's all WWE wants is the people to talk about it. Now, if I read it, and I'm not a wrestling fan, but I'm reading about the split between the Gulf of Mexico and the Gulf of America. Well, I will go out of my way to watch WWE Raw or SmackDown and see if I see this guy and see what they're talking about. And that's exactly what they want to happen. And then online, of course, they got to, you're going to have wrestling fans talk about that ad nauseum. They're talk. But yet they're spending time acknowledging the product and watching it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you said earlier that the We the People character or sort of if something like that came back to WWE in 2025, it'd be very, very successful.
Oh, it would fit right now. It would really fit, because if anything to do with Trump, and I'm going to say this is not political, this is just business. The networks missed Donald Trump tremendously, because what they should have done, CNN and Fox and ABC and NBC and all of them, when Trump wasn't the president, when he lost to Biden, they say, they should have all sat down and wrote him a royalty check for $20 million or more because they could not wait for Donald Trump to get back into the White House. Because you know why? Because their ratings go whoop with Trump in there. And Trump, regardless of what you say about him, you're going to pay attention to what he says because he's a good talker. He's a heat magnet. And he just walks right through it. And every day in the United States, I don't know if it's this way in the UK or not, Trump is on TV. And he'll do, how many interviews did we hear Joe Biden give? Not many, but Trump will just sit down and he'll just start talking. And they're all over him. But I notice this time they're giving him a little more respect. And if he tells them to shut up, they shut up. Because before, when the last time he was president, he would try to calm them down. They just get louder with it. But now things have changed. There's a new sheriff in town, and the ratings are back up, and we'll see what happens.